going just fine. Just fine until we looked at it. It's like Schrodinger's stream or something like that. You don't know if it's good until you look at it. Ah, god damn it. Now it's even worse. Now it's even worse. Now it's showing a bad bit rate and it's unstable. Well, maybe we just won't be continuing on at all. The stream doesn't even look like it's going. Hi, Manson. Is the stream even going for you guys? Can you see it? Because it looks like it's stopped for me. Okay. Well, it is, it's frozen on my screen, so you're gonna have to tell me if there's an issue until it refreshes, because I do not want to touch it right now. Ooh. I guess I need to be in this lane anyway. Okay. Well, because the chat is fine, and everything indicates that it's still on, but I don't know, I guess we just had a little bit of a hiccup there. Put my blinker on. Come to a complete stop, and then we can turn right on red. See, that's what I mean. Like, the light is on the opposite side of the street, so that you can actually see it. Yeah, I would imagine the game is a little bit intensive for a laptop. Really, a lot of games are probably too intensive for laptops. You really do have to have the ability to make or put in a custom graphic card to handle a lot of it. Usually the integrated does not cut it. That's actually pretty impressive, because even my old computer, when I did the Sims 3 series that I did, still had some excuse me, still had some issues. And that did have its own separate graphics card. I'm going to need to clear my throat here. Alright, that's a little better. I think that's probably true, Manson. I remember a lot of complaints on forums and whatnot about how to make it run smoother, and how it would, especially if you used mods. Almost cut off that truck there. What I liked about The Sims 3 having that full map, though, was that it really made the town feel alive. Like, you could actually just go through it and see the other Sims around. The loading screen thing just kind of takes away from that feel. Plus, it was nice for actually being able to make your own custom map. I can bypass the way station. Oh, we're gonna have to gonna have to cut someone off here because I need in on the right side. I did not see this. Probably actually could have gotten in front of those trucks instead of actually slamming on the brakes. I didn't realize I was still so far away from my turn. Oh. Why are you guys stopping on the on-ramp? Yeah, it just doesn't have the same feel. I actually thought about doing a Sims 4 Let's Play. When I was thinking about doing it, was when I did the Let's Play for XCOM. And so I was kind of in a mood for XCOM, and I thought about doing another narrated, kind of story-driven thing, but making it sort of XCOM based, but in a cartoony sim kind of way. So you can have your sim pick a scientific career, and then they can research aliens or whatever. And so I thought that that would be fun to have a character who was working for the science career, and then you'd flip over to another character who was just an average Joe or whatever, and then you can actually have alien Sims. So have the alien Sim that is hiding from everyone but trying to integrate into Simish society, and I don't know. It's just another Another thing that'll never get made. Another lost idea. And now, there've been so many expansions, there's a lot more stuff. But man, the Lost Let's Play for my SimCity Sims idea, that series that I wanted to make there, I had some ideas for that. I had some big ideas for that because there was just so much content for The Sims 3. Yeah, I was going to start it off in like using the Western stuff that came with the Animals expansion to start as like a frontier town and then build it up and turn it into a city and all that. But I was also going to do some other thematic things, or I had ideas to do thematic things. So like there were monsters in there, you could do like the vampires and the zombies, and so I thought that it would be fun to time it so that I could do like a season. I'd probably break it all down into seasons, but do a season with like the zombie apocalypse or something for Halloween, and just little things like that where I would take the content and have made it into these episodic seasons as the town developed. Eventually getting to the futuristic buildings that came with one of those expansions. It was like that Future Cities of Tomorrow expansion, and to like a cyberpunk city, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun little ideas I could have done with that series, but it would have been massive. Like I would have had to been a full-time YouTuber and just dedicate all my time to that one series with the amount of time it took. Just based on how much time and effort it took me to get the Sunlit Tides series done. I mean that one was pretty straightforward because I was just playing the game and making the story up after I'd recorded it. I did have a few things that I wanted to get done, so I did push the story that way a few times, but most of it was just me reacting to what the Sims were doing. Creating a story based off of the missions and whatnot. But I remember about halfway through of that series, I didn't put out an episode for 2 or 3 weeks. I think at one point it got to a month or two between episodes. Like, it was not a continuous thing just because of the amount of time I had to put into it. So that is why there's not been another one like that. It really does give me appreciation for all these other YouTubers that actually do, not necessarily video game videos, but that do have videos that show research and editing and all that, and then they put one out, every week or whatever, every 3 or 4 days. You can't do that unless you're doing it full time, for sure. Or unless that is the only thing you do in your free time. I mean, I didn't really have to stop. It was just nice of me to do so. So I don't know that I'm actually going to make it. I'm on... Uh-oh. I borked the chat again. I'm on limited sleep. I think I may need to make a detour here. which is probably not a good idea. Or not going to be good for me anyway, just because I need to probably get there in a certain amount of time. But I also don't know that I'm going to make it all the way. I thought I would. But going this slow amount of speed is also not helpful. Being able to blaze 80 miles an hour down an interstate would have been a lot better. Yeah, lore videos get pretty intensive. And especially if it's something that has been around for a while and has a lot of lore added to it. I'm subscribed to a couple Warhammer lore channels, and just the amount of knowledge that you'd have to go through. Because I understand that, you know, there's wikis and all that you can glean some of that off of, but to pull some quotes out of books or obscure passages or something, or you know, some magazine from the 80s or whatever, I mean, the amount of research that has to go into some of that, it's got to be crazy, and you got to know where to look, too. Oh, good. This opens up just in time for me to have to make a turn. Another thing I started watching recently, and I really shouldn't because I've already got limited time as it is. I don't need to be wasting it watching even more videos. But I started watching SCP stuff. I mean, there are literally thousands of entries into that universe, so it's not something I'm going to get fully into. But I just started watching a few videos, mostly the not so much lore videos, but the fan movies and all that. But man, you want to talk about crazy amounts of lore there. Yeah, okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just pulling the back way, yep. Ehrenberg. A place I would probably never stop at in this game otherwise. It's on the GPS. It's that little blue bed icon. Alright. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. I keep hitting R for radio. I don't know if I can go around or not. Looks like the... really need fuel at the moment, so I won't worry about it. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of driving at night in this game just because everything is so dark. A large part of the appeal, I feel, is just being able to look around and see things while you're driving. And so when it's at night, you're just focusing on the driving. Hopefully someone moves over. Probably should have put my blinker on, actually. That tends to make the AI pay attention. I hope I don't have to actually stop here. Coming up in a... I do, damn it. So we're already short on time. Get out the way. It is kind of crazy to think about how old some of that stuff is. Alright. Okay, so I think we got some time here. If this guy would stop changing lanes up here, I could maybe pass him. I need to get up this hill. Make sure no vehicles are coming, and we'll just go anyway. What are we doing? This road is crazy. Where's it bending? I can only imagine the anxiety being an actual truck driver must be. It's just, it's one thing if it's a destination in a populated area that makes a lot of sense and it's easy to get around to and all that, but at my own work, oh come on, I totally stopped and I had my blinker on. In my own workplace, we've had truck drivers come through the industrial zone out there, the industrial park, looking for a destination, and they just can't find it. But it must be infinitely worse when you have to go into town and drop something off, and you've got all these tiny little streets. You have to pull into a back alley to drop something off. Okay, Yuma, 100 miles. Oops. How's that go, Pocket Ninja? Horror stories? Yeah, it is. A little bit of a sunrise coming up here. The heck is this? Is there a base out there? Holy shit. What the hell was that? Tractor crossing. So I guess a water tower wouldn't be completely out of place in a little agricultural industrial, although that doesn't look like much agriculture over there. Got some farms here. I guess I can probably turn my lights off at this point. You know, the GPS in this cab is not actually too bad. I could probably do without having this window open. That would give us a little bit more visual space. I would not have my indicators though for fuel, and I mean I'd have to actually look at my actual dash. And then I'd have to wait for the audio cue to know when I'm tired. And I'm not sure where we'd get messages. What is this? I want to pass, but it looks like we're coming up on a final turn here. That's a four-way stop though, so technically being there first, I get to go. Sunrise in Yuma. Well, there is a stop. It looks like a dealer stop over there, too. God damn it. Sometimes the brakes are too good, and then we just come to a complete halt. Oh, you and your damn... I think that's a real gas station. Or is it called Love's? Maybe it's called Love's. I don't know. We actually have one here, but it's new, so I don't actually remember. But that looks like an actual brand. What the hell, dude? Headlight usage offense? It is daylight. I have never gotten a ticket for headlight usage. What the fuck? Oh no. It's one of these tight little terrible parking lots. I think Eddie's was my destination. It definitely wasn't. Well, crap. I need to be over there. I didn't even remember what I had on my truck, so I don't know why I would be taking cars to Eddie's, but then again, I also don't remember why I took cars to the Grand Canyon. Oh, that's fine, we'll just make our own road, provided the game wants to cooperate. Get out of my way. Where's your headlight violation now? Let's actually drive in first person here. Tight turn. Really? Oh god, why? I actually don't want to go that way. No, I do want to go that way. Okay, so now we just back it up. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I waited too long to turn. Oh my god. What the hell? You know, sometimes it lets me park in ways I wouldn't think I've actually done it, and then other times it's like, nope, you got a tire over the line, so this doesn't count. think that approximation would just be enough. Good, I didn't even get a late ranking, so we're up to level 10. More fuel economy? Let's go with some high value or something. Could actually let's take corrosives.